How's it going, everybody? It is May 16th. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through the Merch Archive feature, which is part of the Merch Informer tool. The reason is I'm getting a lot of questions, people asking, number one, how do you plan ahead? So, for example, like how do I know what the priority should be for my listings right now for the products that I'm uploading? Now, depending on your strategy, it could depend. So for me, it would be rare, very very rare that I would actually, for example, I don't know how else to describe it, but chase a holiday or something like that. But a lot of people do. They plan based on the upcoming holidays. So uh, through Merch Informer, this is one of the most powerful tools that I use when it comes to research, not just for designs, upcoming holidays, or anything like that, but keywords as well. So what I'm gonna do right now, and you can first of all look up, what's coming up in the marketplace that you're interested in. Germany's gonna be different than the U.S., right? Japan's gonna be different than the U.S. But we're gonna be talking about the U.S. market right now, and people are saying, okay, it's May 16th. Let's talk about June and go into July. Like, what exactly are you going to be thinking about? So this is, like I said, this Emerge archive. Basically, it gives you the option to look at the top selling products based on a certain date, right? And you can go back, for example, and look at 2018, 2019, 20 whatever, right? So let's look at last year, June, and I'll do just a quick overview, quick search of like weekly uh, sales, just to show you guys what was actually trending and what the top products uh, were. So right now, what I've selected is June 1st, 2021, and just to see, for example, what would be or what was selling a week or a couple 2 weeks from now, or I guess it would be two and a half. So and again, I won't talk too much about each specific design. You guys can look at them yourselves. But this is when Father's Day sales started in the U.S. Father's Day uh, is on June 19th. I actually had to look it up because it's different on every year. So this year it falls on Sunday, June 19th. So take that into consideration when you're actually listing these products, because usually people will, even if they're ordering last minute, they will still need about a week or so to get their products. So on June 1st, this is what it looked like. If you actually go through the first page, it is all about Father's Day gifts, right? You see grandpa, you see uh, husband, daddy, protected. And what you have to consider here is that even though it's Father's Day, you should still incorporate people's hobbies, people's professions. For example, this one would be for a veteran. I'm assuming, right, protector, hero, maybe something like a cop, or I don't even know, right? So take that into consideration. But again, June 1st, right away we get into Father's Day. And what I was uh, doing before I started recording this video is like I would go to the fifth page, right, just to see what's going on, and you would see like random designs as well. You can see the estimated number of sales, but again, we still get to Father's Day, so that's kind of what's ruling. Later on, we're getting some graduation shirts, which makes sense. School is ending, and this is when people start buying those kinds of gifts. But again, you will still see, for the first 5 pages of sales, it's Father's Day gifts. If we get into the sixth, and now I'm gonna start zooming through this just to show you guys where the transition is. Again, we actually get even more Father's Day gifts, and then you can see some are kind of starting to take over just because it's branded. So this would be, Star Wars, Yoda, right? And but again, if we get into it, and you can see that all of these designs are extremely simple text-based designs, right? So I don't know what your strategy is. Do you want to go through and develop, designs like these ones with kind of clever, sarcastic jokes? Do you actually want to take time and do some pretty cool graphic designs? I don't know. That's up to you. But again, first 2 weeks of June, this is where all the sales are. And I think it's actually important to recognize this, right? Because if for 2 or 3 weeks all we're getting are our Father's Day sales, maybe it is a good idea to actually spend some time and possibly money on this, right? And again, this is the same thing, right? I'm not showing you anything new. I'm just showing you next week, and that's exactly what happened. Still Father's Day. Now, when we get closer to July, we're gonna start seeing new designs, right? Not yet, but you'll see pretty soon. So right now, look at this. For the last 3 weeks in June, all we've been getting are Father's Day designs, and look at these kinds of sales. Like these are sales that you would want. And look at this. It's not a dad bod. It's father figure. Uh, so simple, funny. If you want to go there, it's a dad joke. It's humor. But look at these sales for a simple text based design. And this, it's not like it's priced at $13 or anything like that. It's $17.95. So there's a healthy profit margin there. So just take that into consideration, right? And then we're getting into the last week. So this is June 27th. This is where the switch occurs. Father's Day is over. We're getting right smack in the middle of all the July 4th, 4th of July products, designs, and as you can see, I don't have, there's no surprise here. As if I'm gonna keep scrolling down, all you're gonna see is the American flag, the U.S. flag with something, pretty clever underneath the text. It could be, again, it's the same design that we saw there for Father's Day, except now there's a fishing rod. So, again, take advantage of this, especially if you're new to merch, and it doesn't have to be merch by Amazon. It could be any other print-on-demand platform. But take advantage of this, and especially for you guys that are running ads. They say that you need about a month or so, sometimes even longer, to really perfect your ads. So take that into consideration when you're actually planning your June and July. Because look at this. I mean, the reason I'm sounding like this is because it really, you really don't need to spend hours on your designs. And maybe I can do videos on that. I actually plan to do videos on Canva and simple platforms for designs where just a sentence, sometimes a single word, 3 letters can get you these kinds of sales. So anyways, even something like this, I really don't know what to say, like, when it comes to the simplicity of this. So anyways, I'm just going to show you this, and then we'll actually go into July. Let's see, July 4th. I'm assuming it's all the same type of designs, and but as you can see, actually I'm wrong a little bit. I actually thought that there was going to be a lot of them still just kind of taking over because they will go over, but no, it looks like they're slowing down. There's still a bunch of them, but there's a bunch of other stuff. I remember these Free Britney shirts last year that were trending, but I don't know if that's the case this year. So anyways, as you can see, just like Father's Day, as soon as you hit July 4th, new designs have started selling. But basically, in summary, here, Father's Day will rule in June, and the closer you get to July, that's when you're going to get the July 4th designs, and everything's going to be USA, American themed, and all that kind of stuff. So take that into consideration, and just kind of plan accordingly. Especially, like I said, if you guys are new, if you guys who are in higher tiers, I don't have to tell you, because I'm sure you probably have hundreds, if not thousands, of designs in both of those categories. So I'm sure you're taken care of, but everybody who's new and kind of thinking about the calendar, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you soon.